Welcome guys, and today we'll be watching the game where just one push changed drastically the course of the game, where the 99% victory changed to 100% lose. So let's see the teams. The bottom team got 2 Necrons and the Elder, and the upper team got 1 Space Marine and 2 Chaos Space Marine, and this is insane. The Necron went with a turret on the outer point of the Chaos, but the Chaos doing the same thing. The 2 heretics are going into the Necron base. Obviously, Necron has nothing to defend himself, and I think they'll just exchange the turrets. The Chaos trying with his cultist to... No, he didn't want to cancel the turret here. He just running straight at the Necron base. Actually, he building his turret right in front of the plasma generator of the Necron. This looks not good for the Necron because he has nothing to defend himself from this turret. So let's see the builds from the Elder. Elder went with the Rangers. Rangers are not going with invisibility because, I mean, Rangers are pretty great against Chaos, because Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Raptors are both pretty awful against the Rangers, because the loss of the morale mechanic for the Chaos, the morale, this blue thing under the hit points, are replenished just too long of this fraction. So the Necron deleted all his generators that were building here because he understood he cannot defend them, and he throwing them at the Elder base. In a few seconds you will see this. The cultist squads are going after the Rangers, but the Rangers are got really enough damage to finish off the cultists. Also the Guardians were helping them, and now with the Necron Lord, I think the Rangers will drove out the Chaos Space Marines from Elder base. As you can see, the morale was lost of 1 Chaos Space Marine squads. Look at this. 2 plasma generators of the Necrons are building up around the Elder base. Here we can see the Space Marine are pushing other Necron here, but he's doing this without his Force Commander. And I think this is a little bit blunder, because nevertheless the snipers are really great in this match against the Elders, but against the Necrons it's much better to got the Force Commander, because Force Commander can stun the Necron Lord. He will out damage the Necron Lord in duel. One of the Chaos Marines lost their morale. The Psychic Storm from Farseer are dropped on the most of the squads that got most squad members to deal more damage, because the damage deals on each squad members. There goes the Mind War on the Heretic, and Heretic dies, but Farseer lost pretty much hit points for 1 disability, and retreats. Retreats to meet up with Dark Reapers. Dark Reapers are now deals some damage, but the Scout Marines just one-shots the Rangers, and Eldar had to be very careful here. So, what we got here? 2 Necron Lord brothers took down both turrets from this Necron base, but as you can see, all the listing posts belong to the enemy team, to the Chaos Treaty Feast, and 2 armies of both Chaos players are here at the Necron base. Obviously, they will took down all what the Necrons can do here, the Necron Lords, Necron Warriors, but they won't be taking down the Flight Ones. But the middle Necron has no Flight Ones because he's not builded his Summoning Core, and the other Necron who build up Summoning Core just going in tier 2. This is insane when your teammate being pushed down like this. Look, the Chaos Space Marines are going in melee, trying to take down this Necron Monolith. They have HP left. Elder tries to deal some damage to stop the enemy team to kill his ally, but the sniper just taking down too many valuable members of the Elder army, and Elder had to be more careful here. And the Necron monoliths are going down, but almost in second tier. Elder also might be going in second tier after building up this generator, and obviously this Necron won't be dying here. Let's see this engagement. The Farseer went onto the snipers because Rangers will took down the morale of the squad, and Reapers will try to deal some damage here, while the snipers are busy being chased by the Farseer. So what I was talking, even though this monolith went down, it's not over for this player, because he beforehand started to build his Necron monolith here, in the most safe position on this map, for a moment, because this is too much of the enemy. Look at the minimap. A lot of red dots running in the middle. Obviously, Eldar cannot defend him alone. He is ally just going in the. I mean, he's going with the greater summoning core. He's building it up. It's 250 energy and 300 energy with energy upgrade for the Necron. He still got no army. He's losing his Necron warriors, but he will got a lot of energy, so he can bring up the destroyers that will bring down all this Chaos army. Because Chaos still in first tier, both Chaos players. Also look here, the Necron, middle Necron built here the turret to stop cultists from capturing the position, and this is the really important thing in this game, because they've got a lot of advantage in army. Look, 3 Chaos Space Marine squads here, 3 Chaos Space Marine squads here. If they just gather them all together, they can finish off the Elder. But Elder already in second tier. There are destroyers from this Necron Thatcher. That first impact in this game is now being dealt by this player. Finally, so let's see here. The upper team are ready to give Elder some beatings. They're gathering in the middle. The Space Marine, the only player that went in the second tier, and this is really great because the Space Marine squads got the missile launchers, and the Chaos Space Marines are not have them. So it's really better for Space Marines to touch like this. So he will take down potential destroyers in this game or some Elder vehicles. Elders goes with the Falcon upgrade. He trying to build up the thermoplasmic generator here to boost his energy. It's really bad idea to give thermoplasmic generator to the Necrons, because Necrons got plus 20 from the thermal generator, while the any other factions got plus 40. It's just twice bigger amount, so it's really great not to take thermoplasmic generator as a Necron and just ask for donations from the player who took it. So there goes the push. They're going into the Elder base. I think this is a little bit late. If they did it maybe 3 or 2 minutes ago, they could won this game, but it still might work because the Rangers are not invisible. He's not went with the Ranger infiltration research. He's just going with the War Spider aspect. And also he's building up his Arlequins. He tries to deal some damage with the Reapers, but obviously he cannot fight face to face with the Chaos Space Marine with upgrades. He tries to jump on the scouts with the rifles, but but infiltration upgrade was online with great timings, and the Falcon just had to jump back because the missile launchers will take down the Falcon, and the Chaos Space Marines with the sniper rifles will take down all the Dark Reapers. So, let's see the fights. The Chaos Space Marines are trying to go for the generators, took down the Harlequin, and the Raptors took down the Rangers. Here the Elder tried to deal some damage while the Solar Pulse is on. The Raptors are jumping on the Dark Reapers. Another Harlequin is out, trying to jump on the Scouts or the Chaos Space Marines. The Raptors lost their morale because they taking a lot of damage from Falcon Destroyer and the Dark Reapers. And the Chaos Space Marines are thriving here, I suppose, but it's not for long, because there goes the War Spiders. The Flight Ones are being dropped from both Necrons, and the Flight Ones are absolutely great against the Chaos Space Marines because of the morale issues. As I told you, if the Chaos Squad loses their morale, they won't replenish it in ages. So, there goes the War Spider. War Spider will be focused by the snipers. The snipers are firing, but there goes the Arlequin. Arlequin used her dance ability, trying to push all the enemy armies, while the Dark Reapers dealing damage. The Destroyer was took down by the missile launchers from Space Marines. There goes the Solar Pulse ability. There goes another Flight Ones, and I don't think this Chaos will do anything here anymore against the Flight Ones. So, let's see. The fight splits in two. The Elder tries to take down this remaining army with support of two Necronlords, while this army got their morale beaten up. As you can see, these red circles under the feet of the squads, and obviously they run into the Elder army that already got all the optics, all the damage, and they lost everything on this push. This is insane. As you can see here, it's 0-0 capacity for the Chaos, it's 0-0 capacity for Space Marine, and all they got, it's middle Chaos Marine, got these 4 guys that will be dead here, and Cappers, Cultists, and the Raptors that won't do anything here. It's 2 minutes until the victory of the upper team under the victory condition of holding the strategic point, but as you can see here, the Elder are going after these points, so they will be decapped and timer will stop. So the upper team, the last remaining of the army of the upper team are here, dying from the War Spiders and the Flight Ones. Arlequin is also taking down the great enemy, and that's it. They lost the initiative. Here we can see the attacking scraps from the Tom Spider. Were trying to take down the Landspeeder Tempests. They were killed by the turret and the 2 Space Marine squads that were rebuilt here. But the destroyers almost took down the Kaplan of the Space Marines, and this is really insane. Now the Solar Pulse are not letting the Tempest take down the destroyer. Alright, this is insane. One missile from the Tempest that almost took down the... Alright, one missile missed. They missed again. Look at this. Lucky guy. 3rd missile. 4 missile. Alright, with this missile 2 Tempests took down 1 destroyer, and there goes the attacking Scarabs trying to take down the Tempests. Insane damage actually. As you can see, yep, the attack Scarabs are really doing their job here. Elder went with the Arlequins aggressive, but I think this is blunder from the Elder, because Arlequins got no damage on the listening post, and it's not really cool to feed them like that. I mean, if you not intend to take down the listening post, don't go with the Arlequins there, and don't just lose them. So, Elder taking all the points from the Necron. Necron actually wrote it to the Elder here, take all my points beforehand, before match even started. So, Elder just not being shy here, he just goes all in, he just takes all he were offered, and he already going in the 3rd tier. He's got 2 spiders out, 2 Dark Reapers and 3 Arlequins. I think he need to build up his Webway Gate and research heal ability to heal these guys, the veterans of this great push. So, what we've got here, the Berserks were trying to take down the Flight Ones, and they did destroyed all the squad. The War Spiders jumped in, but the Berserks obviously went to kill them, obviously, but they focused one squad that being chained by the sorcerer, and they didn't kill it. This really fortunate guys with 2 squad members with low HP survived this Horn Berserk's engagement. Lucky them. So, what we've got here? The Space Marines are trying to take down the Necrons. Space Marines are great against Necrons, actually. So, I think it will be problem if the bottom team won't be push the upper team sooner or later. But the thing is, look at this economy. This economy of the Elder. He already in 3rd tier. Look, this economy. And now let's look at the others. It's almost half less than the Elder's economy. Half less. And this is also maybe 70 less on the requisition income than the Elder. So, the biggest economy is Elder. He's already in 3rd tier, while the Space Marines are just now going in the 3rd tier. He's trying to deal some damage on the Necron here. He went for engagement, but there goes the Heavy Destroyer here. And the Heavy Destroyer will take down the Rhine Transport and the Defilers, but it's too many Tempests. I think Tempest will take down any vehicles now, at the moment. And there goes the Wrestlers coming from the Elder, but they're just too few. One Wrestlord got really bad accuracy. He just won't land any shots on the enemy vehicles, so you need a lot of them to deal really a crazy amount of anti-vehicle damage here. For now, the Heavy Destroyers are taking the role of the anti-vehicle masters in the bottom team, and the anti-vehicle masters from the upper team, obviously the Space Marine squads with 8 missile launchers in both squads. Boom! But okay, they weren't firing on the Heavy Destroyer. If they would, I think the Heavy Destroyer will be dead. So, the Necron Lord alive now. He were reordered by the Necron, and there goes engagement. The Solar Pulse comes from the Necron Lord, and the Heavy Destroyers obviously losing fight to the Tempest. This is funny, actually. I don't know why he ran away from the Heavy Destroyer. He could took down it with just one shot. But the Elder going also aggressive. He's already got his Brightless platform that reduces the armor of the each thing they shot by 75%. This crazy amount, actually. And all vehicles from the Necro were took down by the Tempest. Tempests are really MVPs for the upper team for a moment. They're not letting the enemy to finish the game. But what you can do against 3 tier 3 optics War Spider squads, I'm not sure. The Elder are still spamming his Wrestlords. He understood that he's got all the anti-infantry damage he can have in this game. And now all his need is the anti-vehicles. Obviously Chaos tries to focus the Brightlands platforms, and there goes the engagement. The Elder sees it. And he's go in. He jumps on the Space Marine squad, took down the Rhine Transport with the grenade from the Waspies, and trying to took down all the Space Marines that were trying to kill the Wrestlords. But there goes the Chaos. Chaos are trying to take down more Wrestlords with his Horrors and Talon, and I'm not sure what's the Elder doing. I think he should focus the Hell Talon here. But he's scared. He's scared because of the Horrors. Maybe he's looking for engagement. He lost pretty much War Spiders. Alright, he's waited for his Sir Council. Now Sir Council is online and he goes for engagement. He jumps on the Obliterators, but Obliterators use their teleportability, and the War Spiders are going just after the Horrors. Yes, both Horror squads will be taken down here. They got no jump or teleport abilities. So yeah, 2 Horror squad were killed here. The Chaos Sorcerers also. The Space Marine used his Orbital Bombardment ability on the Necrons, trying to buy some time, but the Solar Pulse are doing the same thing here. The Obliterators obviously will be chased down by the Sir Council, and the Elder with his Wrestlords taking down all he can here. The Defilers, the buildings, and maybe even the main building of the Chaos player. So, let's see. The Tempests are going in. They try to take down all the Wrestlords. and winning now, as you can see. There even the horrors, they helping, and all the wrestlers actually dead here, just by the tempests. And War Spiders trying to fire at the tempests, but they got literally no damage on anything but the infantry. So this is really a shame. If Elder got here maybe 2 Dark Reaper squads, he could exchange. He could trade his wrestlers for all the tempests, but he got no Dark Reapers for some reason. He tries to build his second support portal so he can spam his wrestlers even more. Let's check the economy of the players. As we can see, the Elder got a lot of economy. He tries to engage here. His ally used the Solar Pulse ability. All the army from the upper team are not firing, and he just goes in. The Circassial will go after the Terminators for some moment, or after the Obliterators. He used his ensnarement ability. Wrestlers are taking down the Chaos Predators. The Space Marine Predators are trying to save their base, and this looks pretty dire, obviously. Yep, there goes the main building of the Chaos. The Defiler won't do anything here. Yep, one Chaos player leaves the game. Second Chaos player also deleting all his buildings, and all left from the upper team is the Space Marine. He's in 3rd tier, but I don't think he will last long against, 1 versus 3. So, the barrier is trying to take down the orbital relay, so the Space Marine will lose his orbital bombardment ability and ability to make more Terminators. There goes the Phase Shifter, so Terminators won't be doing any damage, and Space Marine deletes his last buildings, and that's it. That's the comeback from bottom team that were almost pushed down here. If the upper team went sooner on the Elder base, they could took down both players, Elder and the Necron. This is insane. So, I hope you do enjoyed this match. If you do, please subscribe on this channel, because I will post videos every single day. See you next time.